updates. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that, man. The Epstein cover-up has new lore. Crazy, bro. Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. I hope y'all doing good. I ain't been on this bit. I ain't been live in some days. I need to check my audio. Excuse me. I need to check my audio and shit. The Epstein cover-up has new lore. Crazy, bro. Okay, bet. When was the last time I was live, bro? I ain't been live in like almost a week. 10 days, and so a week and some change, bro. And I'm back now. And like during like part of that week and some change, nigga, my like internet was like fucked up. Well, the house internet was fucked up. So, but it's good now. But I don't use that bitch no more. I got my own internet now, like another form of internet for my just specifically for my PC, bro. And it's with T-Mobile 5G. That shit run fire, nigga. I can stream game with no issues. If the bitch fuck up, you feel me, I can go within it and see what's going on and fix it. But feel me on my Naruto shit. You feel me? I'm hitting them hand signs. I can't even do it right. But yeah, you know, that's why I've been missing for so fucking long. I would have been streamed, you know, days ago. And I was gonna stream yesterday. Well, I did stream yesterday. But I streamed on Twitch. I had streamed on Twitch. Cause I was finna do a music stream, like I think it was Saturday. Yeah, this past Saturday. I was gonna do a music stream, but then the internet was fucked up. So I'm like, that's some lame shit. But PCJ, I see you in here, my boy. But during that period though, I was just seeing everything going on, bro. Nigga, that nigga Thug out here ratting, nigga. Young Thug out here ratting, nigga. Hold on, we gotta put this shit on the face cam, nigga. I need niggas to... Hold on. Damn, my shit kind of dark. Niggas can still see me, whatever. But yeah, that nigga Thug out here ratting. Rollo don't pop back out. Nigga, they said Trump died. When I heard that shit, I was like, that's some cap. Nah, nigga, that nigga ain't died, bro. You'll know when Trump died because it's going to be on the news. His death is going to happen live on the news and it's going to fuck everybody up. You got the world leaders meeting up. Nigga, they said Putin. I just seen this shit yesterday. Putin, Kim Jong-un, Xi Jinping, the leader of India. And it's probably finna be some more, nigga. All them niggas just join forces, nigga. On God. Just yesterday, they was at a China was throwing a big ass parade for an anniversary or some shit like that for their army or whatever, and all of them showed up. You don't never see niggas, bro. World leaders are supposed to beef, always. But it's the reason why they doing that, because they know America is the last place that needs to be taken over for the New World Order. America is the only country, from what I know, where they citizens can carry fucking guns at will with no issues. It's the reason why they can't just take over America, because the citizens themselves is the fucking army. I mean, look at the hood. The hood got too many motherfucking chops and yops in that motherfucking niggas walking around with grenade launchers and shit. I don't even know how to I don't know how hood niggas is doing this. I don't know where they get the shit from. Maybe they getting the shit from the Navy SEALs themselves. But yeah, you can't take over. It's hard. It's the only way you can take over America is from the inside out. So what they got? Why you think it's so many foreign niggas here? And we not even talking about the white people. We talking about the Asian people, the Indian people, the Muslim people. Who the other motherfuckers that be coming over here? Them Pakistani motherfuckers. Like, don't get me started on them Jews. Like, they all are coming over here to take this bitch over from the inside out. Simple as that. They always saying he died. He Goku at this point. Man, that nigga Trump. They need to get that nigga. That nigga trafficking so many children, it don't make sense. I've been saying for the longest that Trump is Epstein's best friend. I've been saying that Epstein never died. Epstein is in Israel. I could bet every dollar of the Israeli bank, because you know them motherfuckers own all the world banks and shit behind the Rothschilds, and I could bet every of Rothschild's dollars in every bank in the world that nigga Epstein is in Israel. I can bet my soul on that shit. That's some deep shit for me to say. I can bet all these niggas' souls, Rothschilds, Jacobs Rothschild, Rockefellers, Astor, I can bet all them niggas' souls versus my one little soul that nigga's in Israel. And that he ain't dead. I need all they money. He's somewhere in Israel underground, so. But yeah, all the world leaders is meeting up. They're about to fully, niggas is not peeping what's going on. I've been watching what's going on the past few days since my internet been fucked up. I said, first we got this so-called mothership that's supposed to be here. They said this shit was supposed to be here in 2 weeks. Shit, it's been 2 weeks. I ain't seen nothing unless that bitch invisible or something. I don't know. But you just peep what they doing though. You got the so-called mothership pulling up. The Pope did something like 2 years ago where he was talking about, he opened the doors last year or some shit like that. Some weird door. He opened some big ass weird doors and a lot of weird shit happened ever since. And he also came out saying that all religions need to start coming and working together because we're going to start seeing things on the planet that people are not going to be able to comprehend. We're going to start seeing some supernatural things is what he was saying. Niggas gonna see ghosts a lot more. Shit in the corner of your eye a lot more. It's gonna start to become more prominent. It ain't gonna be in the corner of your eye no longer. That shit gonna be in front of you. Niggas gonna start to see a lot of shit more in the sky. Like, bro, the other night, I don't know if it was because I was too sleepy. I don't think it could have been. Usually when I'm too sleepy, I don't be seeing shit. But when I guess I was a little too sleepy. But nigga, I went in the kitchen. I was making some shit. And I swear to God, nigga, I seen something. Like, imagine it's the refrigerator to your, like, the refrigerator to my right here, right? So let's, like, boom. How can I do this for y'all, right? Like, let me turn around real quick. No, as a matter of fact, let me turn like this. Like, the refrigerator, you come in, right? The refrigerator's to your side right here, nigga. So as I'm doing whatever, nigga, I see something peek around the refrigerator and then hurry up and peek back. I said, what the fuck? Nigga, I almost yelled, nigga, but I had to, but I was like, what the fuck was that, nigga? And I look around the corner, there's nothing there. So I don't know if I was just too sleepy. Usually shit don't happen like that, though, if I'm too sleepy, though. Like, shit don't be happening like that if I'm sleepy. That was weird to me, bro. Like, I think the veils is fully, like, the veil between the spiritual and the physical is finally gone, bro. Because that shit tripped me out. I wasn't scared, though, because I'm like, whatever I just saw around that refrigerator, it's not physical, it's spiritual. It can still affect me spiritually, but it can't affect me physically. So I'm not expecting this motherfucker to just rip my guts open, whatever that is. It can't do that. But it can fuck with my psyche and my psychology, which fucks with my emotional state of thinking, which is worse than my physical, because wherever the mind goes, the body follows. So, you know, when I seen that shit, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm going to sleep. I went straight to sleep. Oh, God, after I see that shit, I went straight to sleep. I was like, something going on. And then even, you know, when I be outside, too, I see the little silver shits in the sky. Like, they be shooting past fast as fuck. Because I'll be sitting there, like, at the bus stop or some shit. Or I'll probably be, like, walking. Or if I'm not walking, I'm chilling somewhere, bro. And out of nowhere, like, in my peripherals, in the sky, I'll see something silver shoot past fast as fuck. Like, in a quick frame, bro. It's, like, quick as shit. And I'll look up and I'll be like, what the fuck was that? Or I'll see something black. Shoot past fast as fuck in the sky. And I'll look up and now it's already gone by the time I look up. Because the shit moving at instant transmission speeds. So, I'm like, something's going on. I'm seeing ships in the sky. That's what them is. Them silver and them black shits I keep seeing in my peripherals in the sky moving fast as shit. That's them ships. There is more on the ground. Well, I ain't gonna say on the ground. Some are on the ground. But there's more getting closer to the ground now. To the point where niggas gonna start seeing these shits, bro. And it's this picture I got, right? Whole picture of UFOs. It's a real picture, too. No, my bad. Painting. It's a painting. It's not a picture, it's a painting. I want to show y'all some shit, bro. It's very interesting, right? Very interesting. This is the one right here. I love this photo right here. Niggas, this was made. I gotta look when this was made, but I'm pretty sure this was like back in like the 1600s, maybe maybe late 1500s into the 1600s, right? So, where is it at? Oh no, here we go. So I got this picture here, right? I'm gonna lie, this blunt hitting so good right now off the wake and bake. Alright, can y'all see this shit? Okay, good, y'all can see this shit. You see all this shit right here? This is a painting. This is an old painting, bro. Of what niggas was seeing in the sky. Cause you gotta, I be telling niggas. It makes sense why niggas was seeing all this spirituals. Well, let me not just say spiritual, supernatural. That's what we finna start saying from now on. Cause it's literally super means beyond. Or paranormal. Para just means beyond. So all this paranormal or supernatural shit that niggas is seeing, it's been here for years. It's actually like natural, basically, across the cosmos. We just deem it supernatural because the beings that's on this planet has put us they put us before. Like I've been saying that we are playing humans as gods, nigga. That's what niggas is gonna learn on this planet. You're gods. You're playing a game with other gods. Is this game fair because niggas is gods? Fuck no. Fuck no. Why you think we act the way we act as humans? You got niggas that be snaking niggas on weird shit, cheating. You know, yeah, you got the righteous niggas and the positive niggas, but you got where do you think all this shit coming from? This didn't just start with us. Something made us. And if something made us, something has these same characteristics, nigga. Where's my bad? But yeah, something has these same characteristics, nigga. So we ain't just, I don't say before, like slavery, right? When you look at slavery, yes, it was big with my people, but everybody was being this. When you really look back in history, nigga, you start to learn it wasn't just us. It was a lot of niggas. I didn't even know, nigga. It was some of my own people in America owning slaves, nigga. Like the fucking one of the, I think it's the Cherokee tribe. Specifically over there in I think Carolina or Virginia, one of the two, nigga. Them niggas was having the whole plantations. I was like, what the fuck? So slave, when you really look at slave is just workers, bro. Well, they workers, laborers, but slaves be used for other sick purposes too, though. But back in the day though, niggas was just mainly using them niggas for work. Like, nigga, you gonna work. But some was getting, see, you don't know that some slaves was getting paid too. Some niggas was getting paid, some niggas wasn't getting paid. Some niggas just worked until they got their freedom or whatever. But that's not the point we gonna get into though. That's a whole different topic with slavery. The reason why I'm bringing up slavery is that didn't come from humans. You gotta think on this. Where do we get, if humans didn't just make them fucking selves. No, we were made by a higher force that people call God, Allah, the universe, source, whatever you want to call this thing. It goes by many different names, but it's the same thing. Just like how Satan goes by many different names, or my bad, Lucifer goes by many different names. But it's still the same entity. Niggas call me OJ, or they call me by my real name Orlin, or you niggas can call me too poetic. You feel me? You know, I had a nigga call me sound effects one time because I be making sounds and shit. You know, if you really get to know me and be around me, you know, I'm comfortable with you, nigga. I be making random noises and shit because it shit be funny to me. But I think I might have a form of autism. I don't know. But what was I about to say? These traits, like, this shit didn't just come from us. There's a higher source that made us that already has these traits, nigga. I mean, when we read into the Sumerian tablets, they say that humans was one of the Sumerian gods gave us his DNA, which he wasn't supposed to do, which caused that's what really caused the big galactic uproar when it came to planet Earth, because niggas did some shit they weren't supposed to do, but they didn't give a fuck because they really cared about us. Because you gotta remember, all these feelings and shit that we got, nigga, we get that shit from these higher sources, nigga. Yes, there's higher sources that really care and look at us as they children, nigga, and predate us. But There's also higher forces that's evil as shit. Like, for example, God in the Bible, when Moses was trying to free his people from Egypt and the Pharaoh didn't want to free him, God sent in, he said, I will come down and slay every firstborn child since you don't want to free these people. I'm like, what did the children do to this nigga? You went in firstborn sons? Like, why you didn't get the daughters? Like, what did the children do to you, nigga? So, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. You just clapping. I could see if you clap the adults. Like, I would go slay every man in this village. So, because y'all don't want to free my nigga people. You feel me? Y'all don't want to free my little homie people. That'd be different. But you went and slayed every firstborn son, nigga? Crazy word. Nigga flooded the earth because of Nephilim. And you got to think about it, right? They say that the Nephilim was made because of angels having sex with humans, nigga. Who made the angels? We didn't make them bitches. And angels supposed to be superior to humans. So what the hell they doing having sex with humans? I'm just saying, somebody got to add this shit up for me. So niggas just seen some angel niggas pull down. They seen some bad human women. They like, God damn. And you got to think about it. I'm trying to think, how did this work? Either angels got to be exactly what we look like. They got to be like the same size and all that shit. Ain't no way niggas is mating with a 10, 20 foot giant version of you, basically, nigga. Ain't no way. It's just not physiology. Unless the niggas like can change sizes like Ant-Man or some shit. That makes sense. That's the only thing I can think of. That's probably where they get Ant-Man from. Anyways. But yeah, you gotta remember, these niggas came down and made it with humans. Nigga, ain't these supposed to be superior beings? What they doing? So something not adding up. Maybe these beings that's being posed in these books is not as superior as we think. And we can reach the level that they're on. That's why they keep pushing this religious shit to keep us at a docile state. Basically, reward for obedience. To keep you in an obedient state. Never disobey your earthly masters, as it says in the Bible. You feel me? Think about that. So, it's to keep niggas obedient so they can never reach the same higher intelligence that these beings got, where they can run the cosmos. Now, the reason why I got this picture, you see this picture? Okay, bet you can still see this picture. He said, bro, the stars been moving like crazy too. Seeing different constellations. On God, that shit crazy, bro. I be seeing different, bro, I swear to God, nigga. I think the picture's still on my fucking, my Instagram. But, yeah, I think it was early in the rising. And I seen 2 stars, nigga, just lined up perfectly. I'm like, bro, why do these stars keep lining up perfectly? And on top of that, nigga, I'm seeing some some like constellations I've never seen before. I'm like, and it's true that the solar system is moving throughout the galaxy as the galaxy moves throughout the universe. We wasn't in the same spot in the galaxy that we were 10 years ago. We're in a completely different spot now. So it's like, niggas is seeing new shit niggas ain't never seen before. I'm seeing green stars and shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, I ain't never seen no green star. I'm like, what the fuck is that doing there? So, the reason why I got this picture right here is to show niggas there is many different objects in your sky. Some of these could be representations of stars, as you see the orbs. But you see these cylinder crafts? Especially this big-ass, long, black craft right here. Like, look at this shit. This is a craft sitting above a city. I keep burning about that eye with that smoke. Notice, if you look over here, right? Can I zoom in? There we go. If you look over here to the right at the bottom, some of these orbs fell from the ground. So this is why I said some of these orbs could be representation of stars, but some of these orbs are also crafts. Because you can see that they crash landing onto the ground. You got the people over here looking at this shit, acknowledging this shit. You got the sun. This sun is a representation of the sun. Whatever these 2 fucking big ass things is behind it, I have no fucking clue. Maybe that's a representation of the sun's rays or whatever. But this is the sun right here. Notice there are objects orbiting the sun. They're depicting the sun as if it's not too far away. But yeah, look at the crosses. Look at the ones with the orbs on it. Look at the cylinder crafts that they're talking about, the tic tac shaped crafts and shit like that. These different long objects in the skies with windows. These are not orbs inside of a craft. These are windows, nigga. Look. Window, 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 window. And then the front seat, the pilot seat, the front window, just like how a plane would be, nigga. Here you go, another front window, 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 window. These are crafts. And this looked like this was still back during medieval times, like the 15, maybe the early 15, I mean not early, maybe the late 1500s, early 1600s. And niggas was seeing shit back then. And you gotta think about this. The further you go back, the less polluted the earth was. You gotta remember, niggas didn't have no chemtrails back then. No towers, no none of that to where they can manipulate the we live in an electromagnetic realm where we only can see 1% of known as visible light. So these niggas can, and you gotta remember, light can do three things. It can bend, reflect, and refract. If you think they can't manage the fucking light in the skies to where they can make your eyes, they can cloak it to your eyes. Cause you gotta remember, bro, this shit get deep, man. How do the eyes work, right? Your eyes don't really see shit. They actually project. Your brain is just doing the seeing for you. The human eye is a complex organ that consists of several interconnected parts. These parts work together to convert light into visual information that is sent to the brain. Listen to that. These parts work together to convert light into visual information that is sent to the brain. Your brain, here's the process right here. Light enters the eye. So light, visible light that we see, niggas can manipulate that and make you see shit. This is where you think optical illusions and shit come from. That's niggas messing with light. So light enters the eye. Light from an object bounces off and enters the eye through the cornea. Pupil controls the light. The pupil adjusts its size to regulate the amount of light that reaches the lens. Lens focuses light. The lens change shape. Lens, like a camera. Yo, pupils literally dilate or they get small depending on how much. Like my pupils is probably big as hell right now because it's not that much light in my room. It's dark. This is why when they say your eyes is adjusting to the dark. Like when you get in a real dark room, after coming into some light, it's pitch black for a little second until you can actually start to see a little bit in the room because your lens, your pupils is literally widening a lens for you to take in more light from the darkness. Like the little amounts of light in the darkness to where you can now see a little bit in the room. You can see some shit on the other side of the room that's dark as shit. That's how that shit works. So retina converts light to signals. The photoreceptor cells in the retina converts the light into electrical signals. These signals is then sent to the brain, to the optic nerve. The optic nerve sends these signals to the brain, that light that's been turned into electrical signals. How the fuck is light turned into electrical signals? Because light is basically electricity anyways. So the light is, basically still carried through the optic brain, through the eyes to the optic nerve, which is then sent into the brain. Your brain then processes this information. Okay, and when these signals come in, it's like, okay, what is this shit? Oh, that's what this is? Okay, now that I process this shit, this is what this looks like. So it says the brain interprets the electric signals and creates a visual image. Heat. That's some grease right there. That's some grease. Now niggas, in the Matrix, when Morpheus says, how you know most of the shit you seeing is real? What is real? When you have a dream so real and you wake up, are you still in a dream or are you actually awoke? Who knows? Who the fuck knows at this point? Who the fuck knows? Only your pineal gland knows. Your third eye your third eye is the one that knows. So, back then these niggas, the light wasn't being tampered with in the sky, so niggas was seeing all kind of shit back then. And you gotta remember, niggas couldn't what's the word I'm looking for? Record. The best way niggas could record shit was paintings. But like, niggas could easily be like, oh, this is a fake painting or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But niggas can't do that with videos and cameras and shit. Now that niggas got this is the truth why so much of your UFO activity died down a lot. And that's because technology started to speed up. Niggas, made cameras and all this shit where you can record shit and keep shit and show shit. So, yeah, niggas still see shit now. The shit that niggas seeing now is the shit that's coming to. Let's just say there's certain beings coming here to, I guess, observe shit, and then after they observed enough, they gonna figure out how to dismantle this shit, because they like, this shit is disgusting going on this planet. But back then, all the shit that niggas was seeing then, where they couldn't record the shit, that was them Dracos and them Greys running around the planet abducting niggas for them to make them hybrids, to learn how to take their DNA and clone niggas. I mean, niggas been talking about cloning for years. They know how to clone meat in labs now. So you think they not cloning full-on humans? That was them Greys and them reptoids, nigga. That was back in the 1950s when they managed to find their way here. Well, my bad, the Greys managed to find their way here in the 1950s. The reptoids been here for eons. The reptoids been around. The reptoids has cosmic history, because this is not the first planet they did this shit to. So niggas is pulling up here doing all this shit, right? They made a deal with niggas because they seen niggas was advancing already without them. They like, okay, look, we'll give you everything you want. Well, not everything. We'll give you some of our most greatest technology, which is actually just toys for them, in exchange for your humans, nigga. We want organs, blood. We want all of them. We just want your humans. We don't care about money. What the fuck we need money for, nigga? We got what you want. We don't need money, nigga. We run part of the cosmos. We don't give a fuck about none of this shit you got on the planet. This material shit you made, your man-made shit. We just want your humans. Them niggas has a biofield. They produce energy. They have some of the most powerful organs across the galaxy. These niggas got pineal glands, and these niggas have the potential to basically reach our level. We want to eat them to, it's no different than fucking, like, how can I explain this? You know how we eat shit? People don't realize that we don't eat to get full, the satisfaction to get full. We eat for energy. And when we eat for energy, we don't eat for the energy, like, let's say, for example, you eat a burger, right? You know that you're eating a burger. You're not eating a burger for the taste of it. Yeah, burgers be good, but you're not eating it for the taste of it. You're eating it for the energy. And to be honest, if you're eating a burger, you're not getting the most energy out of a burger, because you got to think about it. You have something called the sun food chain, right? You got something called the sun food chain. Solar energy leaves. Plants eat the sun first. Let me do this one as a matter of fact. Sun energy. The plants eat the sun first. Then the grasshoppers, because they herbivores and shit. That's why they call it grasshoppers. They eat grass and plants and shit. So they eat the plants to get the sun's energy. That's what keeps them going. Then the frog eats the grasshoppers. So for each step, the energy breaks down more and more. So who's getting the most energy on this food chain? Of course, the plant. Who's getting the least energy on this food chain? The hawk. Because the hawk, instead of the hawk, I don't know why, I guess the hawk was made like that. You gotta remember, this is nature too, though. The hawk was made to have to eat this way. I mean, could a hawk be fucking vegetarian? That's not even a hawk. That's a fucking eagle, now that I'm realizing that. But can the eagle be a fucking vegetarian? I'm not sure. Maybe. Who knows? But this is just how nature was made. Some things have to be carnivore. It keeps a balance in the food chain. So, as us, but humans, we're supposedly omnivores. You feel me? Omnivores. But we mainly are carnivores, because niggas be eating all kind of meat. Let's be for real. Pause. But if humans was more vegetarians, you feel me? Now you're cutting these middlemen off. You feel me? You getting closer to the source. You already at the plug. The plug is the plant, because you eating the plants like the grasshopper, nigga. So you can get close to the outlet. You feel me? So you just cut off this nigga, that nigga, and that nigga. And you don't even gotta eat we ain't eating no damn grasshoppers. Fuck that. Niggas ain't, I mean, there's niggas down deep in the south of Mexico where they actually eat grasshoppers, nigga. It's a culture, nigga. They make them whole look good, I ain't gonna cap. But yeah, they cut these niggas off straight to the plants. You feel me? So now you getting the most pure, damn near the most purest form of energy straight from the sun through the plant. So think of it like, when you look at it like that, right? Think of the same thing on a cosmic scale. You think humans don't got an apex predator above them? I ain't gonna lie. As long as I've been alive on this earth, 25 years, nigga. I don't care what a scientist say. Even I know there's an apex predator for a human, nigga. Facts. I ain't talking God. No, I'm talking in the physical realm. There's an apex predator for us, nigga. And we in control. We under control of that motherfucker right now. When I first learned at a young age, because I always had a fascination for space since a youngin', bro. Like, I knew what comets was by the age of like 6 or 7, bro. But when I learned that there was billions of planets, though, like as I got older and was studying space more and more, and I was like, wait, nigga, there's billions of galaxies out there, nigga. I thought it wasn't that many. They used to tell us it wasn't that many. I was like, I knew then. I was like, yeah, there's other us's. Either there's other us's or different shits out there, nigga. That's just as smart as us. I already knew then. It's like there's too many. That's too many planets, and I have no life. You think it ain't no other species out there that's on the same level as us or greater? You kidding me? Because they used to try to always tell us that we're the only species that we know living so far. We the only ones that was made, and we the only ones that we know. They try to make it seem like we lonely as shit in the fucking cosmos. No, we not. No, we not. Oh my god, let me pull up my shit real quick. He said the black curve I was referred to, bro. I seen those when you look into them, it looks a lot like blinking stars inside of it. Facts. My bad. I had to pull up my phone real quick so I could see the chat, because I can't see the chat when I'm like looking at the computer screen and shit. And I got the photos up and shit. But shout out to everybody that's in here, man. I love y'all. Y'all keep staying in tune. You know we gonna keep going up and doing our thing. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Fuck with a nigga. Hit that like button. It's simple. That hoe right there, just real quick, and then we just act like that didn't happen. But yeah, like I was saying though, you know, we have an apex predator. There's too much life in the cosmos, and then too, they always keep giving it this. They so smart, like they so smart with the shit, fool. Everything that you think is fake, like that they show you in the movies, that they tell you is fake. Like they tell you like, oh, this shit fake. Oh yeah, Bigfoot is fake. Oh yeah, ghost is not real. Oh yeah, this is not real. But then they turn around and make movies behind the shit so they can monetize off of it, because they know that in your head, deep down, humans are naturally supernatural beings. Put it like that. So we always had a fascination in supernatural shit. This is just who we are as humans. We want shit like that to be real. That's not cap. Niggas be wanting that shit to be real. Niggas be like, damn, some ghosts. But they say they not real. And deep down in the heart, they be like, some niggas be like, man, I know them bitches real. I know them bitches real. And then niggas actually have experiences and they like, damn, these bitches real. You feel me? Same with the aliens. A lot of niggas want them hoes to be real. The whole planet want them hoes. Even the most atheist motherfucker want aliens to be real. Same with God and shit and all that shit. Niggas want that. They niggas, well now I'm gonna be different. It's different with religion. Niggas be like, oh, this shit real. This shit real. They be pushing that in your head that shit real. Remember, anything they push at you, think the opposite. They be like, yeah, this shit we wrote here in this book is real. Yeah, make sure you, yeah. But all that other shit, though, is demonic and it ain't real. Aliens, demonic, ain't real. Magic, demonic, ain't real. Quantum physics, demonic, ain't real. Science, demonic. Them niggas is tweakers. So, like I was saying, they tell you all this shit ain't real, but then turn around and monetize off of it because they know that you want it to be real and you gonna pay to see some shit like that. And another thing, half of the shit that they show you, where the fuck do they get the ideas to make what the... Let me show you something, right? These motherfuckers, you see these motherfuckers in every movie. Why do they keep pushing this to you? Who came up with this design? Think about that. You don't just make this up. You can't make this design. This exists already. From what I learned, everything trickles from the spiritual realm into the physical. Everything takes place first in the spiritual before the physical, because that's just science too. As you know, that's just real science right there too. But yeah, so these niggas wasn't just thought up. These niggas actually exist. These is the same niggas that people are drawing up after being abducted. They be like, oh, can you draw us what these things look like that abducted you? And it's these niggas. Now, I heard word on the street that this shit is a suit too, though. That's like, I don't know. I highly doubt that. Like, look at this. This is what they show you. They show you these in every movie. This is the iPhone emoji and shit. They got this as an emoji now. Every time they tell you something about ETs, nigga, they show you this nigga. Or niggas. Let me just say that. Why? And who came up with this design? How do you know what an alien would look like this? You feel me? How you know they wouldn't look like something else? And you want to know what's crazy to be? They can give you pictures of what an alien looked like before they can give you pictures of what God looked like. That's crazy to me. You feel me? Now, I know God in the Bible and all that shit, because, you know, here come religious people. They're like, oh, well, you know, he's not meant to be seen or whatever. No, I feel like he would come to you in a form that you would be most comfortable with. Like, if you like butterflies, nigga, that nigga will pull up on you as a butterfly and start talking to you telepathically. That's just how I think about it. But what I'm saying is, though, they can give you this shit before they will give you some depictions of God or Jesus. Because look how they did Jesus. Look how they did El Cristo Negro. Look at this. Come on now, be real. Y'all really expect me to believe this what this nigga look like? Now let me tell you, El Cristo Negro, right? Let me show you something, right? Let's get it real. Let's get it real, right? Hold on, go to all. El Cristo Negro refers to the venerated statues of aka Jesus Christ that are black in color. Most notably the Cristo Negro de Esquipulas in Guatemala, carved in 1595. The Cristo Negro de Portobello in Panama, a statue was found washed ashore in the 17th century. The phenomenon of the Black Christ originated from the Esquipulas image darkening over time, which led to diffusions of his veneration. Look, you see how they try to throw that shit in? Like, oh, his image, how does it darken over time? No, get that out of here. Which led to a diffusion of his veneration and the creation of similar statues, such as one of the Portobello. They said one washed ashore, and they say it darkened over time. This does not look like it darkened over time to me, my boy. This looked like it was made like that. So, and on top of that, you got to remember this was washed ashore. And overseas in the East, a lot of they pictures be depicting this nigga like this. Why? I have no clue. I'm going to just let niggas figure that out on their own, because we not really here for all this religious shit. I just want to throw that in there. But, you know, and I also told niggas that, you know, the story of Jesus Christ, right, is definitely real. It was about an ET nigga that came here and tried to tell niggas about themselves, nigga. A nigga came down here and said, hey, y'all niggas is just like me. I need y'all to tap into this power, nigga. You see me walking on water? Don't worship me. Because Jesus said, he told niggas he didn't want, nigga. He told niggas he didn't want them worshiping him. He did not want them to do that. He wanted people to be like him. He said, nigga, I can turn water into wine for a good party, nigga. You can do the same shit. Just learn to resist all earthly temptations. That was the point of, you know, with Jesus going to the top of the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights to resist all the temptations that the devil could try to give him. And you know, this is also the story of with Jesus breakthrough during that 40 day cycle with semen retention. This is like a what's the word I'm looking for? A riddle, basically, because the Bible is speaking in riddles and parables and shit, and it's talking metaphorically too about the human body. So with 40 days and 40 nights temptations was talking about basically this nigga semen retention, because basically this nigga Satan was up there trying to get this nigga with all kind of lust. Like, nigga, I can give you all the bitches you want, nigga, just come on. I can give you everything in the world, just come on. Just come down here, come fuck with it, nigga. I can give you anything you need, nigga, just stop what you doing. And it was the reason why he was trying to tempt that nigga, because he knew if he could tempt that nigga, he could stop him from reaching them supernatural powers that this nigga was finna start displaying. So, when Jesus said, fuck that, I ain't doing none of that, he reached a different kind of breakthrough. Now this nigga resurrected from the dead. You see what I'm saying? Now this nigga can make blind niggas see again. This nigga can turn into a damn eagle and start flying and shit. Like, and he was telling niggas, y'all can do the same shit. He wasn't telling niggas, oh, worship me. Only thing that nigga just told niggas was, don't worship me, nigga. Give honor and praise to the Most High. Give honor and praise to God. And he said, for there's plenty. I think in Paul, is it in Paul's or some shit? But it said, ye are like gods. You feel me? Jesus said the temple of God is within you. Jesus never fucked with the church. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the real religious people that actually read the fucking book and get the gems out that bitch and can decipher that bitch from the gems and the bullshit, they don't be going to churches, gang. I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't be going to churches, because even they know, like, the churches is just bullshit. The pastor only reading one verse out the fucking entire 500 pages in that book, nigga. 500 to 600 pages in that book, especially in black churches. Don't get me started on them. Niggas go in there and get to talking and gossiping. Really, that's all that shit be about. And like, how many people in here got haters today? Well, I mean, that ain't like, you can talk about some haters. I ain't gonna count. But they, I don't know. It be some weird shit. How many of y'all know y'all got that one fake auntie? Like, that's gossiping. Like, no, we not doing that, bro. Anyways, they read one thing out the Bible and tell you, that's that. You feel me? And then they tell you that, oh, pastors, bro, for anything, pastors, I don't know how to explain it, bro. I don't know how to explain it. They come down saying, like, oh, we're assigned from God to tell you the word of God, but the word of God, nigga, is in the Bible. The word of God is within yourself. And you don't go to no church, because the church was against Jesus, and Jesus was against the church. And the same niggas that's telling you to worship the nigga Jesus was the ones that killed Jesus. You feel me? So that's why the whole story of Jesus this is why it's so confusing for a lot of people. You feel me? Because a lot of people don't, amongst the mainstream religious community, a lot of people don't really read into the book how they supposed to and decipher it how they supposed to if they study well in English class. So that's why a lot of niggas is like, it's a lot of controversy in the religious communities, because the same niggas, niggas tell you go to church every Sunday and shit, but the church is the ones that killed my boy. So all in all I can say is this nigga came down here to tell niggas that you can be like him. This nigga was an ET. This nigga was not human. After the nigga was born through a strange birth. He was born through a birth without sexual intercourse. How's that possible? I have no clue. The only thing I can think of is some type of superior cloning that we are not aware of yet. But yeah, this nigga came through a birth without needing sexual intercourse. And this nigga was, once he was born, this nigga was born, but he wasn't normal. He wasn't a normal child. This was a supernatural being. So this nigga, doing all the shit that he do, he was also telling the humans though that, nigga, he was telling them, like, even though I was born in the most mysterious way, nigga, y'all got my genetics, nigga. That's what he was telling niggas. Y'all got my genetics. Just tap into them bitches and you could do the same thing I can do. They tell you that how much junk DNA do we have, right? While it was thought that around 98% of human DNA was junk, this new research shows this is a misconception, with most non-coding DNA playing crucial roles in controlling gene expressions. Excuse me. Oh, so now they backing up off of it. They backing up off of it now. That's crazy. Now they finally about time. Cause nigga, years ago, like they used to say that human had 98% junk DNA. Now they finally seeing the remaining 98% was initially thought to be useless. However, this view has evolved as scientists discover important functions for this DNA. How interesting. How interesting. But yeah, they used to say that we had 98% junk DNA, but they're lying. That 98% of that DNA, nigga, is DNA. The reason why they told you it was junk DNA because they don't want you to know what that DNA really is. We can only access 10% of our DNA. When I learned that from Lucy, they say that you can only access 10% of the brain. That's a lie. If you can only access 10%, nigga, you wouldn't even be able to function. You will be a vegetable. You use 100% of your brain every day. I'm gonna be honest with you on that. It's the DNA inside the body in the brain that we use 10% of. You feel me? The other 90% is active, but it's like, how can I explain it? It's active involuntarily. Like a lot of shit in your body does work involuntarily, but we used to, like, as humans, know how to access our own DNA. Like, for example, look at an octopus, right? An octopus, or any what they call them, cephalopods. Any cephalopod can shapeshift. You know how they be in the ocean, they shapeshift to blend in with the rocks. They're literally rewriting the code of their DNA to change their skin and the structure of their body to blend in with shit. That's what? Imagine if cephalopods had human bodies, nigga. We'd be cooked. We wouldn't be able to fuck with them niggas. If octopuses and squids had human bodies instead of them bodies they got and can use them same powers, niggas would be blending in with a brick wall and then pop out and rob your ass. Like, come on now, you can't fuck with that. So that's them literally altering their DNA. They say that dolphins use more brain percentage than us. No, they use more DNA percentage than us. This is why these niggas can echolocate. And they're basically, echolocation is telepathy, nigga. That's what telepathy is scientifically, is echolocation. Bats use the same thing as well. But these niggas can communicate with each other. This is why they don't want humans messing with dolphins. It's illegal because for the simple fact, dolphins is very, very much on the same intelligence level as humans. They just can't speak like us. You think you gonna see a motherfucking dolphin hop out the water and start talking English on a nigga? No. They can't talk English. They speak a different language through them clicks and whistles and shit you be hearing. That's how they talk. You feel me? And they be talking full-on conversations like us, but in a language. Them niggas will look at you and be like, damn, look at that nigga right there. He like a bitch. They be like, hell yeah, that nigga like a bitch. I ain't gonna cap. Let's go splash some water at his ass. They really be on that type of timing. Whales, all your whales, species of whales and species of dolphins, they all speak the same language. Whales and dolphins be communicating with each other on God. So when you think about that, like, same with like squirrels. When you be hearing them squirrels be making them little like noises and shit at each other, that's because they be talking. Sometimes they be arguing and shit. That's why you really be seeing squirrels fight all the time and shit, because they be trying to mate and shit. Like, you just gotta remember, there's a different language and everything. Like, you just gotta learn how to read them languages. You gotta learn to sit at, look at nature and be like, okay, how these niggas communicate? Oh, that's how they talk? Like, I know how ants talk. Ants talk when niggas be walking and they bump into each other, they like get close and they antennas like touch on each other and shit. And then they mouths, like, I guess they like, I don't know, share breath or something. But like they antennas get to touching each other and shit. They sit there for about 2 seconds and they be saying some shit. And then they get back into, going to work and shit. Everything communicates with each other, bro. You just don't know what they be saying though, because that's their language. So, but if we was able to access more of our DNA, nigga, we'd be able to know what the hell these creatures are saying and what's going on. You feel me? And we actually do see that now with, like, for example, with people that got like dogs, they got pets and shit. They got like dogs and cats. They be with that animal so long enough that they know what the hell that animal be wanting, when they gotta go outside, when that motherfucker just wants some attention, when that whole, in distress or if it's hurt, because they study the different behaviors, sounds, and frequencies of this creature long enough to where they can communicate with it. And the dog, same with the dog, cats, and all that. Even lizards and shit, nigga. They been with the damn human so long enough that they actually know what the hell this nigga be talking about. You feel me? This is why when a person called a dog by their name, the dog look like what? And then they be like, you want some treats, nigga? And the dog go crazy because they know what the word treat. They don't know what the word treat is. They don't. I can't say that. I ain't gonna say that. But according to science, dogs don't know English, but they know the frequency. When you say treat, in a certain frequency, they able to know that you're talking about a treat, nigga. So they, oh, nigga, you finna give me some treats, nigga? Let's turn up then. Same with cats. Cats is a little different though. You can call a cat by his name and he'll look at you and be like, nigga, I'm not coming to you right now. Like, because humans have been around cats long enough to know their language. Cats got their own mind of their own. They're not gonna always come to you, nigga. And some days they might be, got an attitude, and some days they might be loving, nigga. It just depend on how the cat feel. So it get deep, bro. It get deep with this kind of shit right here. Niggas is gonna learn that, the DNA in our body, nigga, that 98%, we're slowly accessing more and more of it as time goes on. That's what niggas is not getting. And that's why I'm saying that humans, we're in the game of the gods. This leads me back to the beginning of this shit. We in the game of the gods. There are other gods in this game that are playing this shit. Or let me just say ETs, put it like that. Supernatural beings, let's just say that are in this game right now. Some are trying to help, and some are trying to prevent others from, winning a game. Put it like that. Or, getting ahead of the game. Let me just say it like that. Because there's no end to this game, neither. But, when it comes to humans, a lot of us is going to learn that we basically, let me go back to that picture too. A lot of us is gonna learn that we are supernatural within ourselves, bro. And we already tapping into more of it now. We see what's going on in today's age. Look at technology. A lot of people are becoming more open-minded now, which is a very good thing. Niggas is not just being drilled all day with mainstream media and shit. Niggas is actually getting their heads to some books now. Niggas is actually going back and looking at archive files, from the CIA and shit. Niggas is actually going back and looking at old sources and old books and shit. Old dictionaries and old encyclopedias to, gain a higher sense of knowledge of what is going on the planet, and that there's more to what we've been told about. Niggas is starting to come to that now, which is a very good thing, because this is the next step. And I dare say the next biggest step in humanity's evolution to a higher state like no other. You feel me? A higher state like no other, where I don't think we could be fucked with in the cosmos. I mean, I don't think the reptoids would be able to fuck with us at a certain point. That's why niggas is in panic right now. All your world leaders and all them, they are in panic right now because they see that any of these psyops that they keep throwing at us is not really working as good no more. We still want them Epstein files too. We don't care about no damn aliens right now. We know they been here. Can you tell us what y'all doing now? We want to focus what's going on our planet. We want to know what's in the oceans and going on in the government. We don't care about the space no more. We've been talking about that for years. We want to know what's in the oceans and what's going on in the government. That's all niggas care about. That's all niggas gonna care about. Why is the rent prices so high? Why are we paying for water that's free from the planet? Why are we paying for fruits and food that's free from the planet? Why are we paying for electricity that literally is in the air? The entire universe is electric and electromagnetic. And you mean to tell me we pay for some shit that make up the universe? Whew. Somebody got to take my computer. Somebody got to take my computer. I ain't gonna cap to you. Somebody got to take my computer, gang. Just think, you got to really think on that, gang. We paying for some shit. Oh, my bad, y'all. I was looking for something. But yeah, we paying for some shit that literally makes up the universe. That's just beyond me. Energy is free. That's the new saying as we keep going. Energy is free. I'm gonna just keep saying that shit until I die. That's my new saying, y'all. Energy is free. Let me checking in from work. Peace, roast and rage. I see you in here. My bad. I'm just not looking at the chat, y'all. Peace to everybody that's in here, man. Peace to everybody that's in here. These one of them ones. What was I saying? Yeah, you know, when humans start to pay attention more to that, which is kind of happening now, that's when shit is really gonna change. That's why the elites is running rampant, because they like, these niggas is, we losing control of their minds. If we lose control of their minds, we know that wherever the mind goes, the body follows. If the mind start thinking revolution, the body finna follow behind that. We know what comes with a revolution. That's straight war. And we know what comes with war. Casualties. So, like I said, you know, with all this shit taking place, this shit got the elite scared right now. This shit has this shit that every ET that's been working behind closed curtains with your government got them shaking in their boots too, because they're like, damn, if these niggas take over, we ain't gonna be able to keep this bitch no more. Not only that, they'll start to surpass us intergalactically. Especially a specific group of humans on the planet that they want to keep, that has the most oppression, which would be my people. It's the reason why they keep us the most suppressed. Because if we become the new rulers of this planet, oh my God. Y'all just don't know, like, our intergalactic armada would be unstoppable. I'm gonna just put it like that. Will we be going around conquering a bunch of shit? Nah. We'll be just going around making a bunch of partnerships with similar races. That's all I'm gonna say. And that partnership will become so big and so strong to where, nigga, our armada, that's what an armada is, a space army basically. But our armada would be unbeatable, nigga. I'm telling you. The point of Earth as humans is not just to live and die. It's to spread yourself across the cosmos, nigga. There's so much free game out there. Think about that. There's so much other planets with valuable resources out there. Valuable resources, natural resources. That probably doubles than what we got here, nigga. There's so much free game out there to spread our species, nigga. Think about that. It's like a sand. This is what the universe is. It's a sandbox for us, nigga. We are the universe experiencing the universe. This is the play box. We supposed to be. That's the point in this shit. I understand niggas wanna, you know, get rich and die and all that shit and do it. But at the end of the day, as humans as a whole though, nigga, species to species, we supposed to be reaching a level where we can intergalactically travel and see life on other planets. That's what you would call, that's what niggas is calling God shit. We can do that. Yes, we can go be on some Prometheus shit. We can literally do that if we wanted to. We just being held back from that right now because the people in power want to keep, they made a deal with beings that they can't get out of. They made a deal with some beings they can't get out of because these beings want humans. And they want to keep this planet under their control where they have an unlimited source of flesh. Spirit. And it's not about the flesh, it's about the spirit that's in these fleshes that they harvesting the energy out of. Because these beings are in physical bodies too. They can't harvest the energy how they want, how the fallen angels do in the spiritual realm, where they make events happen in your reality. Like for example, you go in to work today on a good frequency. You say you're gonna have a good day, and then your boss come in on some bullshit trying to antagonize you. That's how they work. You see what I'm saying? Or you at a store and you in line and a motherfucker try to skip you. You see what I'm saying? Or you walking through Walmart, going through the grocery store, and a motherfucker just sitting in the middle of the aisle, blocking the whole aisle and shit as you trying to get through, or somebody, other people trying to get through. That's fallen angel activity. That's what I mean by that. You see motherfuckers just out here on fuck shit all the time, trying to spread that energy to others to make them feel how they feel. Because these beings is puppeteering these niggas, draining the life force out these niggas, which is bringing them down to such a detrimental mental state that these niggas don't really give a fuck no more about life. This is why we see crazy niggas do the shit they do out here. We just had a nigga out here in Austin recently kill a granddad and a granddaughter at Target for no fucking reason. He said that God told him to do it. That's some fallen angel activity. That's not normal human shit. The more your mental declines, the easier it is for these beings to control you. And the only way your mental declines is through what? Negative emotions like depression, anger, sadness. The only way mental declines happen through what? Not taking care of your health. Or sometimes your genetics is just fucked up. You just cursed with bad genetics too. Because some motherfuckers be born that way. And it's from the genetics. And why was they cursed that way with their genetics? Who knows? It might have been something they did in their past life. Who knows? I can't explain this shit. What they call mutated genes and shit. But yeah, that's fallen angel activity, and that's how they feed. They feed off the negative events that take, like mass shootings. They feed heavy off of those. That's why we see so many mass shootings in America, because they feed heavy off them hoes. Concerts, like the Travis Scott jump, feed heavy off them hoes. Anywhere where there's a mass number of people, like bombings and shit, 9/11. Anywhere there's a mass number of people, bro, where they can orchestrate a very harmful event, bro, and negative event that harms humans, they feed off that shit. Like 9/11, that was they had to do that shit. They had to, because they needed that shit to push in a new world order. You feel me? They needed that much energy to push in a new world order, nigga. The whole world came to a standstill when 9/11 got hit, nigga. They fed heavy off that. So like this is the works of the demiurge. This is the works of Saturn and the moon. The planets, the planetary bodies. This is why they align and shit, because they open certain energies and portals amongst the planet that causes things to take place, whether they're good or bad. Like the eclipses and lunar eclipses and star planetary alignments and shit like that. Like all these take place for a reason. And this picture is the reason why I pulled this shit up, just to just to tell niggas, like, there is so much in our skies right now, but we can't see it. Because the technology that they got now, they're able to manipulate the light at such a great scale to where they can make you see whatever they want you to see. Project Bluebeam. So this big black craft, the triangle craft, this the TR3B, the 3.8 right here, the shit, that triangle craft that niggas be always seeing and shit. That's one of these right here. It's just a bigger version. But notice how low it's sitting compared to the other crafts. This motherfucker sitting above the city. Big as shit. No, and it's right there. But so imagine what could be above our cities right now that we don't even know about. The movie Chicken Little. Remember the nigga was like, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. The piece of the sky fell, the sky was made of technology and shit. I'm telling you. King Kong, the new jump, where they had him in the enclosure, and he knew the enclosure was fake. The nigga threw a tree at the sun and broke the little fake dome that he was in. I'm just saying. Let that sink in, gang. You feel me? I'm just saying, you feel me? Let that sink in the doorway real quick. You feel me? Let that sink in. But yeah, it's a lot of shit going on that I just been peeping. I just been sitting back and watching. The Young Thug shit, right? That nigga's a rat. I see, a lot of people saying this AI and shit. It could be because, I word on the street too, though. Gunna and his team is out here pushing and promoting shit that can make Thug look like a rat. Pulling up these old phone calls. Well, they say that they pulling up these old phone calls and exposing them. But, AI is so great now, no telling what niggas is doing. Who knows? But the only reason I do lean towards that it's not AI was the 21 Savage and the Young Thug call. That shit was that. 21 Savage seems to be the rapper with the most sense right now from Atlanta. After that phone call, I was like, yeah, 21 Savage is the rapper with the most sense from Atlanta right now. He doing what he need to do. Because he was trying to tell Thug, like, nigga, you kind of tripping on a lot of the shit that you doing right now and that's going on. But the only reason I'm speaking on Thug is That street shit dead. Niggas is finna start getting back. It's getting to that time. I told y'all we going back in time, bro. Back to the future type shit. We not going back to the past. We going back to the past. But if we go back to the past, doesn't that make that our future? That's the whole movie about Back to the Future, nigga. They was going back to the past, but that shit was now their future. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. But that's what we're doing. We're going back in time, bro. We're going back to a time where we're awakening more. We're getting back into our civil state, nigga. Our not Republican. What's the word I'm looking for? Civilized state as black people, nigga. How he was in the 60s, how he was in the 50s. We're going back to that now. And we can't stop it. It's just happening. You feel me? The energies is changing within our body, which is also changing our mentality. So, niggas is starting to learn, like, nigga, this street shit, did any nigga gonna snitch on you, bro? These niggas, stop. I don't even know why niggas, when I knew that shit at a young age too, like 15, 16, like, any nigga snitch on you. I'm like, these niggas is not ready for that shit. Niggas will snitch on you, gang, for real. Cause niggas be scared of jail. Like, niggas be scared of jail. Nigga, you scared of jail? What, you scared to fight some niggas? You scared to get what? I mean, better make you a poker, nigga. What? Take your toothbrush and turn it into, just saying. But, yeah. Niggas be scared of, to face the consequences of the shit that they did. And not only that, what's the first thing that the cops tell you? Any law official will tell you, you have the right to remain silent, and you have the right to have an attorney present. So, like I was saying, niggas could easily, a lot of these shits that these young niggas get themselves to, they could easily get off on them cases if they just shut the fuck up. Niggas see the cops, and it's like, how it's like a parent to a badass little kid. When the kid do something bad and the parent come around about to whoop that ass, the kid want to act all different. Like, that's how it is with the cops in these young niggas. They see a cop and they see a white man too, specifically. That's what it is. They see a white man in a cop suit, and they get to acting like this nigga a teacher or some shit. When the cop can't do shit, the cop can't make your case better or worse. That's the DA that do that shit. Because my mom used to work for the police. She used to work for the police department for a good time when she was in Mississippi and in Memphis, bro. So she know all that shit. But my mom is also an attorney now, so it's a lot of shit that I'm aware of that go on in the law. I'm like, damn, a lot of this shit niggas could easily get off of if they just shut the fuck up. That's all they got to do. Just shut up. Niggas ask you, so what were you doing on this day? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, what was going on this day? I don't want to talk about it. That's why they put them in interrogation rooms. Interrogation. Y'all want to know the true meaning of interrogation? If the cops could really do what the fuck they wanted to do, they would do that shit. Interrogation really that niggas be torturing. That's where interrogation really comes from. That's why they do that shit to them niggas in the fucking interrogation rooms. They leave them in there for hours at a time and shit. And then they come in there and talk to them for hours at a time, and they keep doing this shit over and over until the niggas finally break. And be like, we know you hungry. We know you want some McDonald's. We'll buy you some McDonald's if you just tell us a little something. You see, nigga, that's why it's a well-known thing now. Like, if a nigga in the interrogation room and you see him with some Popeyes, you know it's over with. So that's why they do that shit. Interrogation, they do like subtle forms of torture to them niggas, but it's psychological torture, because they know that a lot of these young niggas is weak. They know these young niggas is weak mentally, bro. Niggas be growing up with no daddy in the household. Niggas be growing up in rough conditions and shit. Niggas be getting into shootouts and shit. Like, they all that PTSD and all them negative emotions and shit that they doing has their mental fortitude at such a weak level to when they get put in them interrogation rooms and they do that little shit, it's easy to break them niggas. Now them niggas ratting. They like, yeah, John did this. He put up at 5 p.m. and shot this nigga with the mask on Slide Boulevard. You had Lil P pull up. He had grabbed him up, pulled off to the side, picked him up on Parker Drive, and then they took off to 2200 Street and then got on the hot light. You see what I'm saying? Niggas get the ratting. When all you gotta do is just shut the fuck up and just go through that torture. Because if they can't get nothing out of you, they have no choice but to let you go home, and they gotta keep working to figure out some shit else. Now, don't get me wrong. If you able to get off on that shit, which some niggas do, and most of them niggas, they smart, they already know what I'm about to say. But once you get off on this shit, the feds is gonna watch you even more now. They like, damn, we know these niggas doing something. That's why they not talking. But we can't just take them to jail because they don't want to tell us nothing. Because that's against going our own law. You feel me? So that's why them niggas be like that. So, you know, once you get out, them niggas just watching you even more now. Niggas tapping your phone calls and shit, all kind of shit, seeing what you're searching up on your computer. Like, hell, they do that for the regular conspiracy theorists. They be out here cracking codes and shit. But yeah, all niggas gotta do is just shut up. Young Thug and all them niggas could have got off if they just shut up. Niggas just like, no, I don't know what's going on. Nigga, I'm a big ass rapper. Why would I jeopardize my shit? No, I don't know who that is. No, sir, I don't really feel like talking no more. Okay, yeah, you be back how long? You said you don't know? Okay, cool. Shit, I'm finna go to sleep on the floor, nigga, until you get back, nigga. Cause I don't care how long you keep me in this bitch. I'm not telling you nothing, nigga. Cause that's what you want me to do. That's why you're keeping me in here, to torture me. Psychological torture. Now, if the cops could do what they really want to do, like how the FBI and shit be doing to niggas, they'll straight up hit niggas with fucking pull your nails out of their sockets and shit. Fucking burn you with a damn Brandon pole and shit, nigga. Hit your ass with some motherfucking nail guns and shit. Like, nigga, you gonna talk. They gonna hit you with some Batman shit. If they could do that, they would do that. But they can't do that because that's inhumane. But it's crazy because niggas overseas in America themselves do it to soldiers in the military. Like, in the military, they still do that shit. They be getting shit up out of niggas. So, yeah. Anyways. But with the Young Thug rat and shit, it just goes to let this be a lesson to all the other young niggas that, hey, this ain't even a life I want to live. What's the point of me even doing this shit and running with niggas if niggas just gonna rat at the end of the day? You see what I'm saying? If you is gonna do some shit, do that shit by yourself. I'ma just say that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna promote nothing or anything. It's just if you down bad and you gotta do that shit by yourself. Anyways, or just go get a job. It's that simple. Just get a job. It's that simple, bro. But you know, this got the Atlanta in shambles. Like, Atlanta took a hit with Young Thug and all this shit. Like, Atlanta is down bad. Like, niggas is tripping out there. Like, I would be too. Like, who the fuck do I trust? Nigga, I've been running with y'all niggas for long. This nigga Thug a rat. Nigga, anybody could be a rat. Shit, this nigga Thug been talking about fuck all rats and this and that and this and that, the third. This nigga a rat now. And he the biggest snake. This nigga don't say so much fake shit about every nigga that he don't hung around and been fucking with off them phone calls, them jail phone calls, bro. Thug is the biggest snake. I mean, why you think he used to call himself King Slime, King Snake, Big Slat? Why you think he want to be a snake? What do you think a snake does? What do you think of the serpent energy? That's what Satan came in and tricked niggas and shit. Like, come on now. Then he turned into a spider or some shit. Talking about spiders and shit. Like, no, you not no spider, nigga. Spiders is sacred. Leave them niggas alone. Leave them spiders alone. Them niggas is sacred. Them niggas ain't no snakes. They don't be doing shit. And the spiders just make homes and they get DoorDash. That's literally what spiders do, bro. They make a home and order DoorDash all day for free. Cause the bugs fly into they shit. Free DoorDash. That's DoorDash. Come on now. Spiders ahead of the game, nigga. Them niggas don't be playing. Them niggas don't be playing, nigga. They got free food. Free DoorDash, nigga. That's literally their life. And once they feel like they don't want to live there anymore, they just leave the web and go make another web. And then that web gets destroyed by the wind and storms and shit over time. So leave them niggas alone. But that nigga Thug is definitely a rat. That nigga... Hold on, let me pull up that image real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That nigga's a rat now, my boy. That nigga's a rat now. That nigga's a rat now. Oh my god. That boy's done. So yeah, his career is over with. I don't think he could ever come back from this. I don't think any music he could drop, cause he didn't drop shit. This nigga was supposed to come out. You beat up Rico, bro. You doing all this talking on the Twitter and shit where the feds is watching you, and anything you say on Twitter could potentially lead you back to jail, and they really want you in jail. You stupid. You was just supposed to come back out and make some fire music. That's all you're supposed to do. Just come out and on top of that, tell the truth. Be like, look, I don't told a little bit of shit, this, that, and the third. You know, I called Gun a rat, and you know what, I'm sorry because I was a rat myself. If he would have said that, that would have been some real nigga shit. In this day and age, where everybody is thinking on some mature shit now, that would have made everybody fuck with him even more. They be like, damn, this nigga, well, he told the truth that he rap. We can't be mad about that. And he apologized to Gunna. And he said him and Gunna finna drop a new album. Come on now. That would have saved his career. That would have actually made his career better if he'd have just been a real nigga and just told the truth. Yes, niggas probably would have stopped fucking with him. Be like, damn, you don't ratted on that nigga Roscoe and got him 10 years in jail? All I can say is, bro, all these and then Young Thug recently came out and said on Twitter that all the rappers in Atlanta be taking dick, which ain't a surprise to me because like 70% of the Atlanta population is gay, both men and women. Do I have a problem with that or against gay people? No. But it goes to show Atlanta needs help mentally. And then you had YSL Woody tell the story about how Roscoe, Pee Wee Roscoe, not Pee Wee Longway, Pee Wee Roscoe, he had fucked a transformer Decepticon, and ate the nigga boogers too out his nose. Like I was like, that's wild. I was oh my god, that's wild. So it be some freaky shit going on in Atlanta. Like I don't know what's going on down there, but y'all need to get yourselves together. Y'all are the capital of Atlantis. Y'all fucking up. Y'all giving Atlantis a bad image right now, and we can't have that. We need y'all to get in order. But it's no surprise that a lot of Atlanta rappers could potentially be taking dick. Look at Lil Baby. He was just with Michael Rubin. We know what he did. Ever since he left Michael Rubin, Lil Baby been more feminine since. We seen them shorts he was wearing, all that shit. Because they got him. They got everyone in the chokehold. So a lot of these, what you gonna learn in the industry, music, Hollywood industry, movie industry, and political industry, a lot of niggas is G-A-Y. That's all I'm gonna say. And if they not G-A-Y, they a PDF file. Simple as that. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay in tune like always. I'm gonna be back with another one. I just wanted to come up in here and just talk about the shit that I've been seeing recently, bro. And I'm just like, shit, everything's really falling. I'm happy, nigga. I'm like, let the rap industry fall and rebuild so we can rebuild this. The niggas like me and others can rebuild this bitch. You feel me? And base it on real poetry, real wordplay, real bars, real stories. You know, real life matters. You know, healthy affirmations. You know, we finna that's what's happening. Things are being destroyed so they can be reconstructed by the new age people. That's us, the ones with the new mindsets, the new ideas. Their minds is completely open, where the whole universe is leaking out of their mind. These endless ideas of positivity and love, you know, in unison. We trying to this dystopia will be destroyed. It has to, bro. Money's next. I'm telling y'all, money is next. Once the monetary system go down, it's over with. They're gonna try to roll in bricks with the new world order system. That's gonna last for about maybe 2 to 3 years. They gonna want niggas to get that shit. Don't get that shit, nigga. We gonna have to thug it out. We gonna have to steal shit. We gonna have to get back on that. The humanity will be split into 2 groups in the near future, bro. You're gonna have how can I say this? You're gonna have the one world citizens versus the terrorists. Because that's what they're going to label us as, the outcasts. They're going to call us outcasts, terrorists, militias. You feel me? Because we didn't want to follow they order that was given to them by demonic ETs. You feel me? To gain control of your consciousness, to keep you in a perpetual loop of you know, a dystopia, basically, where they constantly feeding off your energy infinitely now. That's what they're trying to push this shit. They can only feed off your energy right now temporarily. They're trying to make it infinite now if they can get these fucking Neuralink chips inside niggas' bodies. If they can get them in there quick enough and get them in as many people as they want or as they can, them niggas cooked. I'm not merging my body with technology. I would never merge. Think about that. Why would you merge yourself something that man made versus what God made? Why would you want to merge yourself with nature? Why would you want to live in the trees, nigga? The trees provide shade from the sun. Like right now, I got big ass trees over my house. They provide shade from the sun. That's why it be so cool in this bitch. Versus a house that got no trees above it, it be hot as shit in their house, and the air has to work overtime too just to keep the house cool. Cause I ain't gonna lie, at nighttime it get cold as shit in here. That's cause of the trees, bro. That's why it's so hot in cities, cause they got rid of all the trees. You see what happens when you merge yourself with man versus when you merge yourself with nature? You start to experience a lot more pain, death, and uncomfortable disease and shit. Merging yourself with the man-made shit versus when you go merge yourself with nature, you start to feel more alive. You feel more fresh. You feel rejuvenated. You feel like you living. You feel like you not in pain. What's the opposite of pain? Relaxation. Euphoria. You see the difference? So I damn sure not finna merge myself with no technology. My body with some technology. Don't tell them what the fuck happened. Nigga going to sleep. I'm getting 3-minute ads before I can go to sleep because I got a Neuralink in my brain. Boy, I be on choke the nigga. I be on choke the random person just because of that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I be like, I gotta go find somebody to strangle. This shit got me pissed off. This the 50th time this damn month. As I'm trying to go to sleep, y'all keep playing ads in my sleep. Niggas eyes closed, but then a whole video come up and shit talking about some come get your motherfucking whatever. I'm like, oh nah, gang. Cause that's what they gonna do. Best believe they're gonna do that. They put ads everywhere, nigga. They're gonna hit you with ads. If they put that shit in brain, they gonna hit you. Best believe. You know, you gonna be able to see all the other cool shit where you can swipe and shit, and cause you got it in your brain and you can your eyes doing it, but then next thing you know, the ad pop up. And you're like, oh, you gotta get the premium version of the Neuralink subscription if you don't want no ads. Like, I gotta pay for a subscription for some shit you put in. I'm done, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay in tune. Like always, I'll be back with another one. One love, make universal love, y'all.